Hello beautiful and welcome back to my channel and welcome to this video that's going to be an actual get ready with me. I do have some new things that I'm going to try. Hopefully they'll work out because I'm actually heading out the door and I need to leave in 40 minutes. So I need to be done in 40 minutes. I already have my hair up in a ponytail. Does it look okay? Not really. It's alright, but I'm gonna actually be doing my makeup and I'm gonna be trying some new things. Hopefully they'll work out. If you haven't been here before, hello, my name is Angie. I'm such a lover of beauty makeup. I love everything beauty makeup related. I love trying new stuff and letting you know which ones work out and which ones do not. So if you want to see some more makeup content on the timeline, don't forget to subscribe because I upload 5 videos a week. Okay, so I do have some makeup to try out, like I said. Kosas did send me their new foundation. This is the Revealer Skin Improving Foundation. I have it in light medium neutral 200. They did send this to me in PR and they were like, what shade do you want? And they gave me all the shades to choose from, but I couldn't see any pictures of it. So I picked the light neutral medium because usually... Ooh! They just dropped it all over. I'm wearing my Team Science merch. If you're interested in my merch, it's always linked down below. Wow, what a good shade match. I'm so worried when it comes to foundations and stuff because sometimes I'm like a light, sometimes I like medium, sometimes I'm a medium. I would say, like, if I were to describe myself, my skin tone, I would say that I am on the darker spectrum of light, and when I have a little bit of a tan, I'm a light medium, but I do tan quite easily and I actually tan quite dark. I've spent 5 days at the beach in Mexico and I would say that I would describe myself as a light medium with a bit of a golden undertone. And I will say that sometimes when I pick a neutral, I'm afraid that it's gonna either lean a little peach or a little like a gray, but I feel like this is a nice shade and that's why I didn't want to pick like the yellow one, like the warm one, because I was afraid it's gonna be too warm. And sometimes when they say warm, it's actually like a warm peach and that usually doesn't work out for me. But this is a perfect shade match for me. Okay, for me, this is a perfect shade match. If you have a neutral undertone that is absolutely not leaning yellow, maybe this would be too yellow for you, but this looks great. I'll put a pinned comment down below how this wears throughout the day. Like I said, I did receive this as PR and this is the first time that I am trying this out, but we're actually going to an aquarium today with our neighbors. That's why I'm on a time crunch. Wow, this is going on beautifully. I would say that this is a medium coverage. It does have a little bit of a luminous glow right now, but I'm gonna let it dry down a little bit. But the shade match is incredible. Incredible. Okay, I'm so impressed by that. How I was able to shade match myself just by looking at, like, I didn't even have pictures to choose from. I'm also going to try out the KVD Lightweight Full Coverage Concealer. This is the Good Apple one. This I bought just before I went to Mexico. This component is so beautiful and I haven't tried it out. I got it like the day before I went, but I didn't bring it because I wanted to try it here. I got this in shade Light 119. I'm not 100% sure how this was described. I wouldn't say that I picked a yellow undertone in this. I think I picked a neutral. I've been really enjoying using concealers that have a little bit of peach in them to just cancel out some dark circles. That looks really pretty. That looks really, really pretty. Okay, let me blend this one out. I hope this is going to be nice. I've heard people say they like this one, but I'm so behind on YouTube videos. It's been crazy with the launch of my palette. If you didn't know, me and Oden's we launched a palette together. It launched last week. We still have a couple left if you were interested. I know I said that we were gonna restock if it sold out quickly, but I also said I didn't think it was gonna sell out quickly because I made sure that we had a lot of stock. I don't like when brands are like, oh my god, we sold out, and it's like, how many did you have? Like, did you have 100? Did you have 100,000? Like, nobody knows. So I made sure that we had enough stock because I didn't want us to sell out like too quickly. But I will say that I don't think there will be a restock because of the big amount of palettes we had to begin with. So I just wanted to let you know about that. But it's been so crazy with everything, so I am so behind on YouTube videos. My watch later list, like, what is it called? Watch later, is it called that on YouTube? It is intense. Oh my lord. It is so intense. It's so intense. This concealer is blending out beautifully. I probably didn't need to blend it as much as I did. I think this is a good shade for me. I mean, I have a divot here. Like the thing you see here, it's not necessarily, you can see here, it's not necessarily dark circles, it's a divot. So it's gonna cast a little bit of shadow. So I don't necessarily have like super dark circles, and I do feel like it covered that. You can see that that is actually like a fold. I'm not expecting a concealer to cover a fold. Let me put it like that. I want to use this one. If you haven't seen, I opened the big Lunar Beauty mystery box on my channel. I opened that last week, so I think this is going up next week. Oh, and I got this one. I bought the mystery box myself, and that was a plastic. And I really want to use these shades because I think they look so pretty. I don't usually go for like face palettes, but I really want to try it out. I think I'm gonna mix this one. Can you see? I think I'm gonna mix this one and this one. I don't want to use something this pink, and I think that this yellow is gonna be just a little bit too dark for me as an under eye thing. What kind of brush do I want to use? Because I also have the face brushes. This one looks so beautiful. Like this looks like a dream for a like pigmented. Do I have an under eye brush here? Oh, this one maybe. It looks like a dream for a very pigmented blush. Maybe this one. This is like the dual-ended brush, and this seems like a beautiful bronzer brush. Okay, so I think I'm gonna use this one. So I'm blending those two shades that I showed you. I think these have a little bit of a sheen. I mean, make sure that I'm not setting any creases. Oh yeah, that looked really beautiful. Yeah, it's definitely not 100% flat. Okay, so this is with setting it with powder. I'm using it a little bit around here as well, because if I'm ever getting oily or if anything's ever settling in creases, it's always in this area. And I'm putting a little bit on my chin. Okay, so this is one half of my face with the powder, one half of my face without the powder. I think it really did blur and just make everything look really nice. I don't think I'm gonna set it out here. It looks really beautiful. You know what I'm gonna do? Do I have any new brow products? No. I'm gonna quickly, on a time crunch, going to an aquarium with our neighbors, which is gonna be so fun, by the way. So I'm gonna quickly do my brows. I'm gonna set with the powder on the other side, and then we can use some of the bronzer shades in here. Oh, and I have a new blush. Look at this. I finally found the Hello Kitty one. Okay, I am back and I'm still in a hurry. If you're wondering, by the way, why I'm gonna use these two, like I said, why I'm so behind, like why didn't you start earlier? It's because Ricardo, all of a sudden, oh, that's a beautiful color. All of a sudden, at like 15 minutes ago, well, no, now it's half an hour ago, but I've already been filming for 15 minutes. But he came to me 15 minutes before I started filming. He was like, and I was in the middle of a LOL game. He was like, our neighbors are asking me asking us if we want to go to the aquarium today. We want to do that, right? At 1. I'm like, because I had already planned to film. So I'd already put all the things out. I just hadn't started because I thought that he was still in bed, like sleeping, like really sleeping in. So I was like, I'm not going to start filming if he's like sleeping. That's rude. It is a little weird. This color is stunning. Manny did say in his video, I think, that he made these to be like more neutral bronzer shades. And I will say, for me, these two mixed together, the middle shades, I love them. They give me that bronze tone that I love, that is not too red. I don't like a red bronzer. I know it's so pretty on some people, but for me, that's a no-go. But I really like this. My skin looks natural because it's not looking flat. Okay, I'm liking this. I'm liking all of this. It's looking really pretty. It's not looking too, I'm not the biggest fan of like full coverage. So for me, I like when it's like this. Okay, I'm a fan. But like, I wasn't prepared because we were at first with our neighbors. We were gonna go to dinner tonight at 6 o'clock. It's a big difference between 6 o'clock and 1 o'clock because I was like, it's so pretty. I was like, oh, I have plenty of time. I'll play some LOL before. And it was like, no, you don't. This is the Hello Glowy Powder in Friendly. You know how obsessed I have been with these blushes from... well, if you haven't, now you know. These like glowy powders from Pixi are beautiful. And this is the darker one of the ones that came out with Hello Kitty collection. I bought this myself. I actually bought this as HEB. And I love this formula. It has a little bit of a base color and an intense sheen. It is definitely a blush highlighter hybrid. If you love a super glassy, glowy cheek, definitely recommend them. If you have a darker skin tone, these will work as a highlighter for you because they are so intensely glowy. Like I said, there's also a lighter color, but oh my, just the fact that I can buy Pixie at my grocery store is amazing. Wow. Okay, this is just as beautiful as the other Pixie one that I've like tried. This is a more pinky version of the one that I have from before. This is like a pinky peach, but that is beautiful. I don't want to say obsessed, but I am leaning in that direction. I'm leaning in that direction. I also have, listen, pigs are flying, hell's freezing over, but I bought a Makeup Revolution product and I bought the Bright Light highlighter. This highlighter like poofy thing. I just took the plastic off, like it's right here next to an empty box of Nerds because I am obsessed with Nerds, okay? Don't come for me. So I haven't tried this one. I don't know if I think that, I mean, the packaging is a dupe or the same packaging as the Charlotte Tilbury has, but, and I don't mind that. Like, it's a smart packaging for a highlighter, especially for like a cream highlighter like this. Oh, here it comes. Here it comes. Okay. So I'm gonna, that was not enough, sweetie. Okay, so I'm gonna use a little bit of that up here. I got the shade Secret Gold Lights. Yeah, this is, I think this is the third one, like the third shade, because the other one seemed a little pinky. Maybe the pinky would have been good with this look. I don't know. Am I just gonna use my sponge? I did not plan this out. I'm just gonna use like a somewhat clean edge on my sponge. Okay, that dried down instantly, like instantly. Oh, okay. So if you're gonna use this one, let me rephrase that. Don't buy this one. It dries down instantly. It's not even that glowy. Like, it's just looking like a satin patchy eyeshadow. Ew! No. We're not. Okay, I'm gonna give that one another try, another day. Today, I don't know if you can see. Can you see how bad that looks? It's just so patchy and dull, and the blush. I was doing so good. Oh my god, it looks so horrible. I don't know if you can see that. Let me pull the light down. Let me pull the light down. Okay, so this is a lot darker. Can you see that there's just like a pale dull gold just sitting on my cheek, not looking that pretty at all? It is absolutely nothing like the Charlotte Tilbury one. This is a miss for me. I don't like it at all, not even a little bit. And now you can see all the texture on my skin as well. If you want to see like how the rest of this is looking, I feel like the rest of this is looking good. I'm gonna see if I can just cover this mistake up with some blush draping. I'm just gonna pull it all the way up here, and then I'm gonna use a little bit of the Lunar Beauty powder to just soften up this edge a bit so it's not like super glowy. Oh, maybe that is... Maybe I should have used bronzer instead. But I think that, yeah, now I fixed it. I fixed it. Okay. Lord. But yeah, this is how the foundation is looking. I think everything is looking really great. I don't think that anything is like settling anything. I mean, you could definitely see that, you can see my pores, but I don't mind that. People have pores. People have pores. It's the way it is. I love me some glowy pores, but let me put on some eye primer. Maybe we can do some lipstick. I have some new lipsticks. Oop. I do have some new lipsticks. I'm not 100% sure what I want to do. I have the e.l.f. this one. I have the Clinique, is it Black Honey, right? I want to try the Lunar Beauty Red Liquid Lipstick, and I also have the e.l.f. one. I don't think I'm going to do this one today because I'm going to be wearing a mask. And these are all glosses. Maybe I'll actually, let me put this one on. This is the e.l.f. Hydrating Core Lip Shine. Let me put this one on. I bought the orange one. That is Sheery. I was kind of like, Sheery. Okay, let me turn the light up again. Let's put this on, and I am still on time crunch. Ooh, and my husband's back with the dog. Hurry up. I used a little bit of this new Fairy's lip liner of mine, which is the ABH Hazelnut. Oh! This smells like melon. Or is it? It smells like a really delicious fruit. The color is wonderful. This is gonna be all over my mask. Love that for me. I did use a little bit of eye primer. I have several palettes that I haven't used. Listen, I came home from Mexico to a pile of packages. I don't even know what happened. I do have the September Rose Still Pretty. I will put up a picture because I'm gonna be using this one. I'll put up some kind of a picture or a B-roll of this one because one of the shadows is broken in this one, so I don't want to be like all over the place with this one because I need to press it first. And then I got the L'amour from Gourmand Girl Cosmetics. I will be doing something with this as well, but I'm so happy the September Rose is back to creating palettes again. I love September Rose, I really do. She did give me a coupon code with this one. I haven't tried it though, so this is like on your own risk because I haven't tried it, but I do have a coupon code with September Rose, and I do know that I love their formula from before. But yeah, like I said, one of the shades is a little bit broken. Maybe I can hold it up actually just a little bit like this, but I will show you a better picture like before. So I want to do something that's like red, and I really love this one that's called Zinnia. It's like a shadow down. Oh, my husband is speaking on the phone. I need to close this door because apparently we're taking calls now in the middle of me filming. I'm gonna start with the one that's called Red Rose. Oh, immediately though I will say this is not the same kind of pigmentation that I'm used to with September Rose. Maybe it's harder pressed because of the rose embossings, but I am used to even more pigment straight out of the bat. But I will say that the best thing about what I love with the September Rose formula has been that it's extremely buildable, extremely pigmented, and it will just build and build and build and be very, very pigmented. September Rose is a UK-based indie brand that is Black woman owned. So if you were wanting to shop from a UK-based indie brand or wanted to support a Black woman owned brand, this could be for you. We'll say though, it's really showing up nice, but it's not picking up as much on the brush as I'm used to. That could be like a good and a bad thing. I mean, there's pigment. I can't deny that there's pigment. And I am in a little bit of a time crunch. I had to like close the door because is your husband the same? My husband speaks in capital letters when he's on the phone. Like sometimes I'm like, who are you screaming at? Why are we screaming at people on the other side of the phone? He will scream when he's like having lectures, because sometimes they have like Zoom things, and I mean, he's having like meetings and lectures and stuff like that, and he will like scream, and I'm like, whoop, calm down. Okay, I am gonna blend this out. I think I'm gonna use, this one. That's a little peachy. I'm gonna use that one to blend out a little bit, if I can find a good brush, because again, I don't want to use, do I have anything? Oh, here. It's my Sigma color switch. I don't want to use anything that's too like pink, because I'm trying to not take this look in a too pink direction, even though it's a pink and red palette. But let me just soften this one up, and then we can deepen up, because there is one shade that's called Cherry Blossom, and I really want to deepen it up with that like darker red. Oh yeah, this is really blending out. I think this is the same formula, but just a little firmer pressed than before, because like it's very pigmented, it's very blendable. It only is left to be seen, I think, if it is as buildable as I'm used to. So this is the shade Cherry Blossom. It is a deeper red, also a matte. You can see it is a little deeper. I want to deepen this up a little bit, and I want to see if I can like skip using black, because I always like default back to black because I think it's so pretty. Oh yeah, This one reminds me a lot of the September Rose formula that I know and love. What? Yeah. Buildable, blendable, pick. Wow. This Cherry Blossom, what a great red eyeshadow. I do have, like I said before, a little bit of a golden undertone, and the primers that I use today also have a little bit of golden undertone. If you don't want red to pull pink, do not use a pink primer, because if you blend the red into a pink primer, it is not gonna look red. So make sure to use either neutral, like a neutral toned eye primer, or a warmer yellow toned eye primer. Otherwise, your red is gonna blend into a pink because your primer is a little bit pink. Remember that, because I feel like sometimes I see people use red eyeshadows that I think are very, very like red, true reds, and they're saying they're pinks, but they're also not using a warm toned primer, so it's gonna blend into a pink. That is stunning. So beautiful. Let me actually just see if I can get that other shadow. It's one that's called Zinnia. Oh, it's like a corally red, very soft metallic, and it has like some almost like purple sparkle. Ooh, let me see if I can get a... I need to buy a new setting spray to spray my brushes. I keep using this one from Urban Decay. It works, it does its job. That is a cat hair, but it's definitely not the best. Wow. Yeah. Okay, this is stunning. Oh, I wonder how this palette's gonna look together with my palette. I feel like they're gonna be beautiful together with the red and the green. Wow. I'm gonna blend out this edge, and I am gonna use some of the White Lotus that I think is a... Does it have a shift in it, or is it just a white metallic? I think it might be a white metallic. I'm gonna use that in my inner corners. I'm just gonna try and finish this up a little bit. In a time crunch. How many times I've said that? Okay, I changed my clothes, put on a little bit of a sweater. I think I am looking really okay. I think this is looking fine. Let me use some setting spray, and I think I'm done. I am so late. I'm so late. Okay, final verdict on this look. My glue hasn't even dried yet, but I really like it. I think the formula of the September Rose is the same formula as they had before, just a little bit more hard pressed. Foundation has the perfect color for me. Everything is looking really, really pretty. I wonder how this is going to hold up though, because I don't think that this is like a even semi-matte foundation. This seems a little bit more on this satiny, borderline dewy side. I liked everything except that highlighter. That highlighter was the highlighter of doom. I'm in such a hurry. I hope you liked the video. Let me know your thoughts down below. I will leave a pinned comment on how this worked throughout the day. Have a great day, and I will see you again tomorrow. Bye!